Hello everybody, Nikki T again for What the Shit. I'm going to be talking today about how I feel Clone Wars should be changed. Obviously, everyone knows that Episode 3 will be coming up soon in the timeline for where Clone Wars will have to end, obviously. It can't just continue forever. And so I was thinking, what would the studio be doing next for in the Star Wars franchise? I thought of an awesome idea, and what I think they should do is the Old Republic. Why do I think they should do the Old Republic? Is because the Old Republic is the shit. It is awesome, great. I actually really love the MMO. I play it all the time. I played all the old KOTOR games, and they were fantastic. I have to say that my favorite KOTOR between the two, obviously, would have to be the first. But overall, the MMO is probably the best in my opinion. But that's just because I love it. Um, it took me away from WoW, so that's good. But anyways, back on what I was saying. I feel that the studio behind Clone Wars should, after the final season of the Clone Wars, they need something to do. They need the next project to be working on. The next thing they should do is an Old Republic uh, take. And so I'm thinking that what would be cool is if maybe they did it somewhere either before the KOTOR 1 or sometime during or sometime after the SWOTOR story, where there's more open lore to study with and do different and bend and shift stuff. And one thing I absolutely hate about the Clone Wars now is that most of the characters are set in stone and cannot be touched. So that really just annoys the heck out of me, cause and that's why they have to always have after their fights one person has to get away. Is because of that reason. Like, there's so many times that in any other circumstance, if it was any other Jedi that wasn't Obi-Wan or Anakin, they would have died. But no, because they're Obi-Wan and Anakin, they get to live. So that's why I'm thinking if they would do something with the Old Republic and make their own characters, their own storyline kind of going on around there, they can bend the characters and actually make a real story. And that's another thing is when you have characters like Anakin and Obi-Wan, like I just said, and like Ahsoka, and Ahsoka's probably gonna die. Just a spoiler alert for all of you guys out there. Ahsoka's probably gonna die. But anyways, like I was saying, Obi-Wan and Anakin, when they're in this desperate situation where they're surrounded by enemies and they're gonna, oh my god, they're gonna die. Oh, cut the commercial. You know they're not gonna die. They can't die. They're in Episode 3. It's like, what the hell? And that's, I'm not trying to be mean or anything right here, but that's just terrible. That's terrible storytelling, is to do that. And I understand, Clone Wars is George Lucas's thing. He said, hey, let's do this. I want this. I want, the story explained between Episode 2 and Episode 3. That's cool. I understand that type of story stance is okay. I understand. But after a while, you can't just keep having people meet and then neither person die. Especially, how many times has Anakin and Count Dooku versed each other now? Oh my god. You can't even count how many times that happened. That happened almost every episode. Well, I wouldn't say every episode, but you know what I mean. And I just really want them to do the Old Republic because I love the Old Republic timeline. It's just as good as the prequel to the original trilogy, timeline. I love it, and you don't know it as well as you know the original and the trilogy because it's being written by BioWare. But they still get all their licensing from Lucas, which I don't actually know if that's still true, considering that Disney bought Lucasfilms. But who the hell knows? And I really don't care in a sense for Clone Wars as much as I would care for Old Republic, and they can make their own characters, and when they're done with them, they can kill their own characters. They can make their own enemies, and then they can kill their own enemies, and they can have anyone they want. They can make anyone they want. Compared to the Star Wars, you know, to the prequel and original, whatever, inside that whole section of time, they can't do anything with any of those characters. And that really is a bad point for storytellers, is when you can't do something to one of the characters to pass on the story. Eventually you have yourself running in a rut, and that's what Clone Wars is starting to do. They're starting to fix it now in season 5. Season 5, they're definitely starting to fix it with the recent death of Savage Opress. That was I actually wasn't expecting that. They got me good with that one. I was like, whoa, holy shit. And you see like um you see Sidious, he's fucking running around like a ninja, killing him. And I'm like, when I saw Savage die, and then Mole was on the ground like begging Sidious not to kill him, I was like, oh my god, if they kill Darth Maul right now, I'm going to turn off this TV, I'm going to walk away, and I am not going to turn on this TV show anymore. I was like, what the hell? And I really, like I said, that'd be so cool if they would do that. Imagine, just imagine this, all my SWTOR players out there. You see the cinematics that came out redone into an actual story. Of course, it won't be as good cinematics. It'd be Clone Wars digital, 3D creation and stuff, so they'd probably be a little more uglier, but they'd still be, it'd still be something to watch. And I'd care more about the characters, honestly. To tell you the truth, just knowing that Anakin can't die, I don't care about him. That's just how it is. I mean, the person I probably care about the most in all of Clone Wars right now is Darth Maul. Darth Maul and the fight between the Mandalorian leader. Oh, I forget his name right now. I'm terrible with names, but that was probably the coolest fight I've seen out of the whole series. And it wasn't even another Force wielder. He was just another skilled guy that Darth Maul eventually killed. And I wasn't expecting him to cut off his head either. That was a pretty cool kill. In conclusion, the team behind the Star Wars Clone Wars series is really, really talented. And it'd be really sucky to see all that talent go to waste, because it's just like not fair to us. It's not fair to the fans. It's not fair to everyone who loves the Clone Wars, that it's got to come to an end eventually. You know? Like I said, Clone Wars doesn't last forever. It only lasts till episode 3, So, I don't know what they're going to do with it. I really hope they continue a different story. I heard the live action thing was going to be happening. I don't know what that's going to be happening. I heard Darth Maul is going to be gone for the rest of Clone Wars and will show up in the live action series. I don't know. That's not confirmed. That is I've heard, I've heard that over the internet. Like, it wasn't even like anything, so don't go making a big deal about this. But it is really, I like the idea of it. And I really hope that they do something and not just not do something. And that's all I have to say about that. Leave a comment below. Tell me your own opinions on these my views. Also, tell me exactly what type of videos you'd like to see me do. I range from everything from any type of movie, as long as it's not a romantic movie. I hate romantic movies. Any type of book, as long as it's not like gay, and just just send anything out there. And if I like it, I'll make it. I'll send a shout out to you. Remember to press the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe. This is Nicky T. What the shit.